With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, we know James Harden hits that step-back three a lot, and Mike D'Antoni says most coaches would think, okay, he had a tough shot, live with it. That's some hard living. But it's one of the most lethal shots in the game. Kevin?
Yeah, with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, D.A. There's just no answer. Early on in the season, some players locked and loaded, others trying to find their groove. Clark, did you tend to be a fast starter, or did it take you some time to get a flow for your game as the season started?
You know, Kevin, in my relatively short career, I experienced both. My rookie season, I started a little slow. I was in really good shape, knew I was going to play a lot, but it took a minute for me to find my traction. I started fast in my third year because I had been around the block a couple of times. I knew what my offseason needed to be like, and I had gotten off to a terrific start in my third and fourth year. And then the injury happened, and that was it. But I experienced both.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Gerald Green out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Harden. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
Lakers last season hoped to compete, but that wasn't the case, Clark, as we saw. They'll look to do better this season.
Well, you look at last season, end of the year, 11th in the West, learned about the direction they'll grow as a team, and played at a very high pace, and I can expect Showtime to be back in full swing this season and in the coming seasons.
Shot clock at 5. Tucker sinks the triple. Tucker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Davis with a screen on Westbrook. LeBron passes to Davis. Shoots over Tucker, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Davis has got his first bucket in this one. LeBron against Westbrook. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Capella, the pass to Westbrook. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
LeBron with a screen on Harden. Loads it up for Davis. And here's Westbrook. His last outing, he had 8 points. On the wing, Harden. Capella sets a screen for Harden. A 3-ball. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And that one's good. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Davis. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. And Cousins gets it to go. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Screen by Capella. Outside, Green. Off the pick. And it's Green with the jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Nice shot by James.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Capella with a screen on Green. Harden kicks to Westbrook. They set the pick. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Green passes to LeBron. And the rejection by Harden. Outside Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Kuzma kicks to Cousins. Lakers working the ball around now. And Cousins throws it down.
Yeah, and the long reach of Cousins really enables him to hammer home some skyscraping jam.
Westbrook against LeBron. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Now here's Green. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland. LeBron passes to Davis. 6 to shoot. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, Anthony Davis has a nice high-arching jump shot. I love seeing him shoot it from here. Hard for the defense to match up with him.
The three from Harden. The offensive rebound. And it's Capella missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Westbrook. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls for Westbrook.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive mind, but he gives his players so much confidence. His defensive reputation is not as strong, but with the Rockets last season, they actually were a lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded coach.
And D'Antoni back in the catbird seat after some difficult seasons with the Knicks and the Lakers.
Yeah, I love Mike D'Antoni. Love how he comments and interacts with the media and how he handles his team. He's got a team committed to shooting the long ball, and he gives his players a lot of freedom and confidence.
Now here's Cousins. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
Tell you what, Greg, it's getting to the point where you assume every shot is going to go down. I mean, nobody's missing out there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Green against Kuzma. The pass to Westbrook. Over James. Westbrook, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Green against Harden. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And then for Houston, Fareed comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Gordon subbed in for Green. Kuzma against Gordon. Fareed setting the pick for Gordon. Pass to Westbrook. Capella kicks to Gordon. Capella with a screen on Kuzma. Offline with his three. Over Gordon. Los Angeles with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. At the top of the key, Capella. And stolen by James. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Ball's knocked loose. And Fareed sends it back.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
Now here's Westbrook. 13 points in the game. Capella sets a screen for Gordon. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. In an effort to protect the players, games are called a little tighter sometimes. And that said, Clark, which guys still bring the physicality that draw the eyes and the attention of the officials?
Well, some of these guys bring attention to themselves by virtue of their reputations, but in terms of physical presence, Steven Adams, to me, is just a behemoth of a guy.
He's grit. He's just all grit, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he just oozes that with his size and the way he goes about his work.
He does. And the Rockets with possession here, trailing by 2. Screened by Fareed. Here's Shumpert. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And the Lakers making a change here. Stevenson's checked in. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Davis with a screen on Gordon. Caldwell Pope against Shumpert. Plenty of space. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Stevenson outside. That one misses. So Houston will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them.
And the Lakers with some changes. Dudley comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Avery Bradley in for Caldwell Pope.
Well, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Now here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Rockets trail. Rivers with it. Shumpert in the corner. Nene, the screen. Shumpert against Bradley. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Houston.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
Good, he hits the jump shot. And the Lakers lead by 3. Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Gordon a screen. Rivers passes to Gordon. Nene setting the pick for Gordon. Sinks the three-pointer. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
And Gordon is a clever guy now. I mean, he knows where to be when the screen is set. Good job reading the defense.
Rondo kicks to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Bradley's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Gordon. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans. Fareed a screen on Dudley. Gordon dishes to Fareed. That one goes in.
Never quite sure of what Gordon's going to do in the pick and roll. When he sees a passing lane, he fires it in there.
Gordon against Stevenson. And McGee kicks to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. Stevenson passes to Dudley. 6 on the shot clock. McGee a screen. Here's Stevenson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Rockets trail by 3. Now Rivers. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Nene the screen. Gordon dishes to Nene. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game, phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
And McGee kicks to Bradley. Off target with his 3. Here's Rivers. Dishes to Fareed. Now here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 5.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be better.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Jared Dudley out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Cook in at the 1. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Unloads. That's good on the jump shot. Cook's got his first basket of the night.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Fareed setting the pick for Gordon. The kick out to Fareed. Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Rivers has got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets. And Austin Rivers out of Duke, an elusive 6'4" combo guard.
I mean, a great handle, and he's found most of his offensive success with this development as a long-range shooter. It's gotten to the point now where you want him to put it on the deck.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. Tucker's checked in, and Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Shumpert against Bradley. Shumpert passes to Fareed. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. Well, you really can't get too upset at the defense there. I mean, they were there, but just not good enough to prevent the mid-range jumper from falling.
Screen by Fareed. Fareed setting the pick for Gordon. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
They set the pick. Chandler is screened. Here is Cook, headed by Shumpert. Bradley, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stevenson against Gordon. To the inside, Fareed, and Fareed throws it down.
Fareed known for being a great dunker. Give him any room to work with, and he's getting to that rim.
Stevenson against Gordon, and it's Stevenson missing.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Fareed, a screen on Stevenson. Screen by Fareed. Oh, Fareed in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Some changes for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Dudley. LeBron comes in for Lance Stevenson, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Bradley. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Green comes in for Eric Gordon. James Harden, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. High arcing shot.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Outside Westbrook. A floater, and it's good on the layup. Westbrook's got 15 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
LeBron kicks to Cook. Lakers working the ball around now. Pass to Cousins. Clock at 6. And the layup is good. 8 points for him.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Quinn Cook. And here are the Rockets now. Capella kicks it to Tucker. Back to Capella. Capella sets a screen for Green. And the 3 off target. Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Kuzma slams it in.
That's just an incredible find coming from the big man. No debating Cousins' smarts on the court. He picks out a pass there that not many guys would have seen.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
James, the pass to Cousins, to the paint, and it's Davis with the jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open. You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drives and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor, and defensively they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Caldwell Pope against Harden. The tray. And he's good on the three ball. And the Rockets lead by 3.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Cousins. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Westbrook dishes to Harden. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Lakers on D. The 3 from Harden. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for James Harden.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Davis sets a screen. Caldwell Pope against Harden. Stolen by Harden. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Rebound the Lakers. Cousins has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Caldwell Pope against Harden. Caldwell Pope kicks to James. Just 5 to shoot. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Kuzma with it. Now Green defending. James a screen on Westbrook. Out to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope trying to break free over Westbrook. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from LeBron.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Outside, Davis. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Nene, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker.
This is a vintage performance from Boogie. The big fella putting pressure on him every single trip down the floor.
On the wing, Green. Back to Capella. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball. And Kuzma slams it in.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
Harden kicks to Capella. Outside Westbrook. Capella sets a screen for Westbrook. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. They grab their own miss. Houston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the put-back throwdown is exactly what you get.
Davis, the pass to Cousins. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Clint Capella with a big pay raise this season.
Well, you forget just how young he is. I mean, this guy is just starting his career. His rookie contract concluded last season, and the Rockets willing to pay whatever they needed to keep him.
Harden, no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Now the pass to Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Harden kicks to Capella. Pass to Westbrook. Capella with a screen on LeBron. And stolen by James. Fast break, the Lakers. LeBron leading the charge. And Cousins gets it to go. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in assists, 3rd in scoring, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. He misses the free throw.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. And then for Houston, Fareed's checked in for Clint Capella. Gordon comes in for Green, and it's Rivers in for James Harden. To the paint, it's stolen by Green. 3-on-3. Here's Davis. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
The first one falls, and the Rockets making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Rivers can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here's Rondo. He kicks it to James. Over Gordon. No good on the buzzer beater.
Like the scrappiness of Gordon on defense there. I mean, a solid defender who stays right with his man.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half.
And
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. We've got Harden. E.J. Tucker is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Green, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Kuzma kicks to LeBron, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
LeBron with it.
Hey, he's got the full toolkit defensively now. It's Capella's specialty.
The fadeaway, and the shot goes in. LeBron's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Clark, you were drafted 8th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Do you have any indication that you were going to be their pick in particular, that you were going to go in that slot? Was there any kind of inkling at all?
No, I only visited with teams drafting 4 through 7. Talked to the Chicago Bulls, the Dallas Mavericks, and I read some of the reports about where I was projected. But you know what? Once you get past the first or second, sometimes the top 3 picks in a draft, you really don't know who's going where after that. So I was fortunate. I landed in a good spot.
Right.
And Indianapolis was a good place for me and Rosie to be as I started my NBA career.
It sure was. Green passes to Cousins. Harden against Green. Kuzma sets a screen. James kicks to Green. 6 to shoot. Back to James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists now in the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Green. Capella with a screen on Kuzma. Green inside. He's against Kuzma.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
13 feet away. Again, Los Angeles.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Rockets trail by 9. Screen by Capella. And here's Harden for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 11 points.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pumpkin.
Here's LeBron. Cousins trying to free himself up. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And a look here at the shot chart for LeBron.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Now Westbrook, 18 points for him. The three from Harden, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Passes it to Kuzma. Davis sets a screen. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Evan, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Cousins, the pass to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's Harden. And they pick up 2. Harden's got 16 points. Los Angeles leading by 7. Green kicks to Kuzma. There's the dish to Davis. Shoots over Tucker. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And how about the defensive adjustments in that one? Their communication was brilliant all night.
Yeah, I agree. And communication is effort, and effort is communication. Very talkative out there, yelling out screen, giving each other help. Boy, that was a terrific all-around effort.
Out to the right wing. Kuzma kicks to Cousins. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Rockets trail by 7. And no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey, more art than science.
Take a break.
And Kuzma
2 shots.
is a big-time baller. He just happened to be drafted later than he should have been.
That free throw, no good. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Davis. Caldwell Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Green. And Cook subbed in for LeBron. He hits the second from the line.
You know, we're over a year now into the Magic era of the Lakers front office, and Magic showed no hesitation shaking things up with trades, and I think he also did a solid job in the draft as well.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
Rockets trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. From the stripe, on his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight. In this Lakers front office, I think almost every fan, Clark, would be pleased with the job they've done.
I agree. I mean, they didn't have a ton to work with and made the right moves. I mean, yeah, there were a couple of bumps along the way, but still ended up landing some outstanding free agents.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Cook. Again, Los Angeles.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Harden against Bradley. Jacks up a 3. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Cousins. Last season, he played outstanding, putting up about 25 points per, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes naturally.
And, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Screen by Capella. Here's Harden. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Free throw good from Harden. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Timeout called the Lakers. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, number 1. Anthony Davis is second.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Houston on D. Stolen by Harden. Down low. And the dunk by Fareed.
Boy, remarkable athlete is Kenneth Fareed. You throw a pass anywhere near him, and he'll finish it off in style.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. Cook kicks to Bradley. There's a screen. Caldwell Pope for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden against Bradley. Takes the 3. Offensive rebound. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Cook dishes to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it to Bradley. McGee sets the pick for Bradley. And the pass to Cook. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Gordon with no one around, and the 3-ball is good. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Here's McGee. That one a little long.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Harden, no good. LA's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. McGee is screen on Rivers. Here's Cook, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Cook's got 9.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Rivers passes to Harden. And they call an illegal screen here.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella, coming off a terrific season. First in shooting percentage, second in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took. From 8. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead. Here's Rivers. Screen by Capella. Now here's Rivers. Outside Gordon. Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. Screen by Capella. Capella with a screen on Bradley. And James Harden hits from deep.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And the Lakers call time here. And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those two.
Some changes for the Lakers. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Dudley. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Shumpert comes in for James Harden. Here's Rondo. The teardrop falls in.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Anthony Davis is checked in for Bradley. And a switch here also for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Nene. .149 left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Shumpert. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Faried setting the pick for Shumpert. Off the left rim and out.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Shumpert's got 7 points in the game.
Good to see Gordon being unselfish. Excellent floor awareness and great at finding his guys in their spots.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Rockets trailed by 4. Rivers dishes to Gordon. Faried, a screen on Stevenson. Back to Rivers. Faried setting the pick for Rivers. Back to Gordon. The shot missing. Good D by Stevenson. Caldwell Pope up top, guarded by Shumpert. Rondo passes to Davis. Back to Rondo. It's hauled in by Gordon. Right side Shumpert. Inside. Rivers laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Rivers has got his second bucket tonight.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Releases from 15, and there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Rondo. 15 points for Anthony Davis. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Lakers lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Green out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Anthony Davis. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's LeBron and it's small forward. That's the Laker 5. And yes, it's good. James has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop it.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Here's Shumpert. No good on the quick 3. Lakers leading by 6. Stolen by Gordon. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Took him no time at all on that one.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Shot off the screen. Kenneth Faried grabs the board. Faried's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rondo against Rivers. Outside Gordon. Back to Rivers. There's a screen. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The drive by James. Davis up top. Kuzma sets a screen. 6 on the shot clock for the 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
Green against Shumpert. Pulls up. LeBron, no good.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
James against Gordon. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead. LeBron kicks to Davis. Back to James. They set the pick. Floats it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To take the lead. And it's Gordon missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Feeling it, no doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Timeout called the Rockets. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. The Rockets also changing it up. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Back to Kuzma. Davis in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Lets it go from deep. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Great D that time from Davis. Los Angeles leading by 3. Green dishes to James. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. James has got 8 points in the quarter. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Westbrook against LeBron. Oh, Fareed in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Westbrook with the steal. He's off on that one. James with some nice D. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Cousins with a screen for LeBron. Green against Kuzma. Down low. Makes it off the glass. 21 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Only one thing on his mind when Cousins has the ball. In that position, he's going to finish.
Here's Westbrook. And that one hits back iron. Los Angeles leading by 5. Pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And Cousins, also a good ball handler, just taking it strong there to the hole.
So for the Rockets, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. And it's James Harden in for Gordon. And that one falls for Cousins.
And everyone knows when Cousins controls his emotions, he's one of the very best centers in the game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Screen by Capella. And it's Westbrook missing.
And I think all the credit goes to the defense there, Kevin. Exceptional job getting the shooter to rush that layup.
Green against Harden. Green passes to Cousins. Capella kicks to Harden. Great D that time from Green.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
Cousins inside. Capella covering. And now it's a double-digit lead. Cousins has got 26.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Greg, you can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Capella with the bucket.
When Capella plays with force inside, watch out. I like his intensity.
James kicks to Green. Davis the pass to James. Cousins, no one around him, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Cousins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. From deep, Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 10. And here's Harden. He dishes it to Tucker. LeBron against Westbrook. He kicks it to Tucker. 5 to shoot. Harden way outside. No good from outside.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Down low. Westbrook with the steal. Green against Kuzma. Green dishes to Westbrook. Back to Green. The three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Here's Davis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Green. And both free throws good for Davis. Westbrook with it. Screen by Capella. From deep, Harden. The Lakers with the rebound. Cousins has got 11 rebounds in the game. LeBron kicks to Caldwell-Pope, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell-Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
Westbrook against LeBron. Green, the pass to Capella. Houston moving it around. And here's Harden for 3.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the first one.
And last season, not a beat miss for KCP. Even after switching teams, he played his same brand of defense. Unfortunately, the lack of bite shooting the ball stayed the same as well. That's an area he's got to improve.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. And Clark, for KCP, you play him for the defense and just hope he helps you out on the offensive side in some way.
Well, you know, he's never been an efficient scorer, Kevin, but you don't need him to be. I mean, the steals are always going to be there, and he's a nuisance on that end of the floor and can guard just about any perimeter position. He's also improved his rebounding, which allows him to help in a lot of ways. So this guy defensively on the glass, he's a winner and a keeper.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Left side, Westbrook. Over LeBron. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Basket, good.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Yeah, and even with the defender hovering all over him, Greg, he would not be denied.
Here's James. Great D that time from Westbrook. Rockets trail by 9. Over in the corner, Green. Capella sets a screen for Green. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. And it goes down 2 points. And that's now 10 points for Clint Capella.
And that's exactly why you got to box him out, because when you don't, that's what happens. He burns you on the glass.
To the middle, Westbrook with the steal. Here's Harden, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Now just a 5-point Laker lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Westbrook up top, James covering. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that brings them within 5. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Pass to LeBron, over Westbrook. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 32 points for LeBron.
You can ill afford to put a smaller defender on him. I mean, especially from the mid-range. You're asking for trouble.
Passes it to Tucker. Westbrook against James. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient. And he is playing to his strengths.
Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Harden. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's Houston now.
Time working against them here.
It sure is, and with such short time, it'll be really hard for them to catch up.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Boy, so calm, composed. Love how he took his time and drained the important free throws. Big-time stuff there.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And, you know, this is the time to do it. Sinking triple after triple. And it ends up becoming contagious.
And the Lakers call time here. They're up by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth. 5 seconds left in the fourth. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. And let's see what happens right here.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin, with Danny Green. And Danny, you know how good a shooter you are, obviously, but you have really incorporated defense into your game. And how important is it for you to show up at that end?
Very important. I mean, it helped the team a lot. My job really is come in, bring defense, and a lot of energy.
Well, mission accomplished for you tonight, Danny. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always.